I see, it looks like we have about around 58 members. Worldwide, we probably have our biggest turnout from the most distant places we've ever had in one meeting. So welcome to our January 23rd, 2022 meeting. We're going to start the meeting with our two featured readers, and then we'll follow the agenda as Susan has given it to us earlier. So let me introduce our first reader. Our first reader is Janice Doppler. Janice is a retired public school teacher and administrator. Last year, she placed second in the Pride contest and published Stardust, a collection of haiku and haibun. She lives at the edge of the woods in Western Massachusetts, where she enjoys birding and nature journaling. Please welcome Janice.
Hey, everybody. First, I want to thank the Board of Directors for inviting me to read today. It really feels very special to have this opportunity, and I appreciate it a lot. I'm going to read from Stardust, and I'm only going to read haiku, no haibun, although there are some in it. And once I start the slideshow, I am going to start with the quotes that begin and end the book. And I want to do that because one, it makes a context for the reading today. And also it will give a little glimpse of who I am as a writer. It'll give an idea of how I view the world and then how I write from within that view. So let me get the slides started. Okay. So that first quote is Carl Sagan. The end quote in the book is, "Everyday experience is simply the cosmos seeing itself, the cosmos thinking itself, the cosmos feeling itself." And that quote's from David Hinton, and he may not be known to a lot of haiku people, but he translated most of the Chinese wisdom texts into English and a lot of Chinese poetry into English. And I find that significant because Basho and his contemporaries were steeped in Chinese wisdom texts and Chinese poetry. So I wanted to have his viewpoint in this. Night sky, stardust vibrates within. And for me, this haiku connects us with the cosmos. And in my view, each poet is a piece of the cosmos experiencing itself. And each haiku is an expression of the cosmos thinking, seeing, and feeling itself. Mammal tracks in a snowy field, traces of night. Scent of snow, a blue scarf warms my neck. Winter morning, children playing freeze tag. Ice-covered pond, a lone feather floats in an open space. Gravesite, we help each other cross the ice. Stardust is organized with one verse per page, and the verses on the left and right pages are paired in a way that gives the reader an opportunity to bounce between the haiku, to imagine a third image. This reading isn't organized that way, but I want to give you a taste of that by pairing this poem with this poem. Old cookbook, grandmom's aroma, now mine. Gravesite, we help each other cross the ice. Old cookbook, grandmom's aromas, now mine. Strengthening sun, picnic tables, drip snow melt. Winter meadow, all the shades of brown. The rustle of leaves, each its own shade of green. Short grass field, killdeer eggs and pony dung, side by side. This nest was on Assateague Island in Maryland, and their wild ponies roamed free there. And the killdeer nested right in the center of a dried dung pile to provide a bit of protection for her eggs. In the pond, cloud dragons swim. Flamingo flock, the child holds her arabesque. This is the poem that won the Poor-Ad last year, and it was influenced by this photograph by Ignatius Bay. Puffin nests below the lighthouse, an Arctic fox. Spent wave rushing toward the sea, sanderlings. The curve of her neck and graceful gait, little blue heron. This haiku was part of an exhibit along a bike path in a town right near where I live. And one side, after a couple of weeks, one sign was stolen. And so after a bit, the organizers decided to move the whole exhibit to a popular river walk in the same town. And after a couple of weeks, the whole exhibit was stolen. The culprit was never found, and we don't know if it was a haiku hater, tossed the whole thing in the river, or a haiku lover who now has a personal backyard haiku exhibit. No way to know. Misty morning, a walker in black crests the hill. Woodland walk, something new on my usual route. Sea-soaked stump, a cormorant spreads its wings. Local strawberries licking my fingers. Fledgling finch looks this way and that. Missing mom. Darkening sky. Mallards settle a pond one by one. Wildlife refuge, the calls of birds and boys. Distant thunder, bee balm trembling in the breeze. Streaks of light, sharp and jagged, holding her ears. Restored grassland, the pitch and cadence of cicadas. Comet tail, unnoticed fireflies. Night sounds, no human can hear. Bat wings. Wind and whitecaps. A bald eagle starts south and turns back. clearing sky, the sparkles in damp mud. Last day of summer, the scarlet tanager sits, just sits. Morning mist on the last rose of fingertip. Gentle breeze, the moment a leaf lets go. Stardust is available on Amazon. And if you want to learn more about me or my work, you can go to Poets Hub at Drifting Sands High Boon, and I'll put the URL into the chat. But the Poets Hub, anyone who has High Boon published in Drifting Sands is eligible for a free poets page in the Poets Hub, and the people that are in charge of Drifting Sands are willing to help anybody to make their page. It's a relatively new feature, so there aren't many people there right now, but it's open for anyone. And I want to end today by just noting that there are a lot of haiku poets nowadays that are writing with the intent to slow the reader down. And my intent's different than that. What I try to do is to create verses that have a place to rest. And I hope that during the presentation today, you had a chance to find some places you can rest. So thanks for your attention, and thanks for being patient while I struggled at the beginning.